Hi guys, so I love seeing the DUP get their just desserts. What am I talking about? Well, as we know, the DUP has refused to go into power sharing with Sinn Féin, even though Sinn Féin became the largest party following the elections. And the DUP decided, look, we're not going to go into government with Sinn Féin until the Northern Ireland Protocol has been removed by the British government. So this leads us to this tweet by Brandon Lewis, the Northern Ireland Secretary of State. It says here, in March, I committed to making regulations on abortion to ensure services become available in Northern Ireland. Today, I have laid a written ministerial statement outlining the next steps I'm taking to ensure this becomes a reality. Now, you're probably wondering, what's this got to do with the DUP? Well, the DUP is a fundamentalist Christian party, and they're completely against the idea of women being allowed to choose whether to have abortions or not, to have bodily autonomy. So the DUP are a little bit upset over this because the Northern Ireland Secretary of State has said, okay, well, Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom, which the DUP claim one day and don't the next, it seems. But as Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom, citizens in Northern Ireland should have access to abortion services like in any other part of the United Kingdom. The DUP are not happy with that. This is a response from Carla Lockhart, who I covered recently in a Fool of the Week. She says, overriding devolution when it suits. It would never be done in Scotland. This was always a devolved matter, and when the Assembly was functioning, should have been brought before it. There is cross-community rejection of this in Northern Ireland. Well, I don't think there's cross-community. Well, yes, there are people on different sides of the community who are against it, but I think there's a majority in Northern Ireland to allow women to have access to these services. And my friend, the DUP leader parody account, says, there currently is no devolution because of the DUP. Well done, great strategists as always. So the DUP don't want the Assembly operating because of the protocol. They've blocked the Assembly, they've blocked the Executive, so instead these devolved powers are returning to Westminster, and as she said, this is a devolved power, devolved issue. Well, the Northern Ireland Secretary of State is saying, well, if you don't want to deal with it, then I will. I don't know if this is one of these issues that I brought up before about how the UK government could embarrass the DUP into going into government, because if you don't want an Assembly operating, if you don't want an Executive operating, then power will return to Westminster, and some of it you may be happy with, but others you will not be. And obviously abortion issues, or allowing women the right to choose, which is something the DUP are against, is part of the mix. It's not Fool of the Week, but the DUP, once again, not the cleverest people in Northern Ireland. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.